Day has called plays forever. And the 1 year that he turns over play calling, they win a title. Evan Warriors has got a pretty good list of potential options. Kevin Wilson is the first name on the list. He was at Tulsa as their head coach. He was Day's offensive coordinator for several years. So they've obviously got a pretty good rapport there. That seems the most likely, I think. They've also got Brian Hartline on staff. He's the current wide receivers coach. He was OC for a year prior to that. But Ryan Day called plays. It's Jason Candle. Like, what does that move anybody? Does that help with recruiting? Like, what does that do? The same thing can be said kind of for Joe Moorhead, right? Akron head coach. This is the one I'm kind of pulling for the most that I want to see happen because it might kind of stick in the craw of Penn State fans, right? He was their offensive coordinator when they won the Big Ten, and that was before he became Mississippi State's head coach. Then he was Oregon's offensive coordinator. Now he's Akron's head coach. Things aren't going all that well at Akron, but Moorhead knows what he's doing. That'd be a great hire. Jeff Nixon is another name. He's the current offensive coordinator at Syracuse. Ran a really fun, high-flying offense with Ohio State's ex-quarterback, Kyle McCord, this past season. He helped. His offense basically led Syracuse to only their second 10-win season in at least 2 decades, if not longer. I mean, the last name on the list is Will Stein, current Oregon offensive coordinator. He used to be at UTSA, so a lot of ties in Texas, all that kind of stuff. Really young guy. Would you leave Oregon right now? I mean, Ohio State is huge. You'd probably have to pay him oodles of money. And even then, I don't know that Oregon would be outbid because they really seem to like what Will Stein is doing. My initial guess is that Kevin Wilson makes a whole lot of sense. There's so much familiarity there. But, I mean, you guys tell me in the comments. Y'all let me know. Who is next up here? What move makes sense for these guys like Julian Sayin, right? And Jeremiah Smith. I mean, these are absolute pros that are going to be playing there. The offensive line is going to be good. They got playmakers all over the place. Who makes the most sense for Ohio State? I think it's probably going to be Kevin Wilson because when something happens, you normally retreat back to something that's more familiar. And Ryan Day and Kevin Wilson were there they were there together for a long time.